Houston, Texas, and Kyle Field, the legendary home of the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in this conference, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Start us off. And he fields it inside the 15. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. Now in the pistol. And off on a single back formation. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings. We expect a tight, competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off the play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Pass caught, second down now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, South Carolina. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, the pass is picked off. Oh, he's bringing it back. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A crucial pick six.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's stopping short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. As the first down is still going. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
First down, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made, and the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. He's going to hand this off. Has the first down and more. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. Takes the handoff again. Finding some room at the 25. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
Well, when your running game's working like this, especially in the first half, it makes everything easier. And after big runs like that, watch for the offense to come back and attack off play action.
And the Gamecocks are in the red zone. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Headed for the end zone. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Gamecocks will line up here on first down and goal. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Point after, knocked right through.
South Carolina, 21. Texas A&M, 0.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. The Aggies will bring their punt team on the field now.
Number 13, on to kick it away.
And the ball is away from inside the 10. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. And now the handoff. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
The gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Strong game by this quarterback.
Boy, what patience here by this quarterback. I thought he might try to get it downfield, get a little impatient. Instead, why not just check it down to the most gifted guy on your team? Get him out in space, let him do the rest of the work for a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
28, Texas A&M, 0.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he slings it deep back to the left side. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eye.
He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Could take it all the way. He's going to take it in. A game-changing play. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
BAT is good, and the lead grows to 35-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. He could go.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
They're going to run it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
And the Gamecocks are in the red zone now. Ball handed off. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
This defense is reeling now. 1st down and goal. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Second down and goal.
22.
They'll try to run this one in. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. The Gamecocks come up to the line in a hurry-up. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Defense is coming after him. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the 1st down there.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which can open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Stopped on 3rd for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. Who's in the clear? At the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. They were not going to catch him that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Automatic on the PAT. We've got a good early quarterback duel so far, Kirk. Let's check out the stats. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They stop him, but it's a first down. And the Gamecocks looking to run some tempo here.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. But what's crazy to me, Chris?
Looking for a man deep on the right side. Caught inside the red zone and still running. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good.
South Carolina, 45. Texas A&M, 7.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Here we go, set. Ready, go.
Looking to throw here. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Lawrence. And the game will pick up the first down. Tackled at the 22.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
They'll tackle him at the 27.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Look out, he's in the clear.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And the single back takes the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The Gamecocks will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. It is intercepted. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
Comes the Aggies offense back on the field. This drive is important. The last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. It's a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking deep downfield to the left. There's another interception, but we're losing track. Breaks into the open. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward. Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Kirk, you played quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
They look to throw it here on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Important second down play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Nowhere to run up the middle.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, that one's picked off. He's bringing it back. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A big defensive score.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
59, Texas A&M, 7.
Try to make a play from the deep in his end zone. That strong coverage, though, he tackled him at the 11-yard line. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. And looking to throw now on first down. A deep shot to the right. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
What a play by this defender to step in and swat that deep ball away.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he drops back in the gun. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Now here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he could bring it in.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the Aggies will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And it's taken at the 45. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the move now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
Here we go.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They bring him down after a short gain there. And the Gamecocks looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Short pass finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. And that's the tight end, Kirk, showing why he's a weapon as he flexes out into the slot that time.
Loved how they use this tight end. Love how sometimes he's in line. As you say, now they flex him out. He's a tough matchup for any defense. He's got the size and athletic ability really to be able to play at receiver. But now they're able to use him in so many different ways. It puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Cole. Touchdown, South Carolina. This quarterback on fire today.
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime, and doesn't it feel like this thing's already over? Just a first-half beatdown to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. So about 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Shotgun empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And the quarterback dropping back. Catch made on the out route. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. The Aggies come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Looking to throw it on first down. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Second down, looking to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. this away to get the second half going. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. A lot of work to do after a nightmarish first half. Let's see if they can get something going and begin an epic comeback. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's hauled in way downfield. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
Well, that first half could not gone any worse for this offense, but give them credit. They made the adjustments that they needed to. They're coming out looking much better here to start this second half.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. And here's the handoff. In the clear at the 25. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Oh, come on, ref. Give it to him. What a huge run. He takes it all the way down to the 1-yard line. And you could tell once he got through that second level of the defense, he was thinking, I'm taking this to the house. And he almost did, but brought down just short at the 1-yard line.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be second down.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Here we go, back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's third and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll look to throw it on third and goal. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. From the shotgun, drops back. He fires this throw and is intercepted.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Trying to flex the ground game here. Quarterback takes the handoff.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's looking to scramble. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
A quick throw out left, complete. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Gamecocks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Siegel. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. Seems like everything they've called has worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time, the defense steps up and makes a play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Moves out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
This is what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield. Everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Deep shot toward the end zone. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Oh, my gosh. Give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking right, this one caught. And the defense brings him down.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Try and muscle for the 1st down. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
You know, even though these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
The pocket breaking down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Wants to throw it. Looking deep to the right side. He makes the grab at the 30 and still going. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
Now the quarterback found the matchup that he loved, gets a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage, but man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for the wideout. What a catch! Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He's running out of time here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
No gain makes it second down and goal from the 5. Looking to pass here on second down. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
What a threat for this offense to have a weapon like this at quarterback. Down in the red zone, surveying the coverage, nobody open, so he does it himself with his legs and gets to the end zone for the touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Siegel. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? The sure hands. It's Cole. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Getting set. Here's second down. The shotgun running play call. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. Play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun now on third down. The receiver grabs it, and the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. And notice how the balance of this passing game's been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. 1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
Base 27 Jones. Stand. Direction.
They open the fourth by going to the air. Grab down the middle. It's Cole. What a move. Breaking ankles and still going. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Well, this defense cannot find any way to slow this guy down. He's been making plays like this all game long, over 100 yards receiving on the day now.
The Gamecocks will line up on 1st and 10. Quick throw caught on the left side. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
To the wideout. He's brought down at the 25-yard line. And a first down for the offense.
Here's a 1st and 10 play.
Ready.
They'll hand it off. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This offense really clicking. And momentum really building. Now, Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. We've got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
73, Texas A&M.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
Will take over 1st and 10.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Bringing pressure. Took contact on the throw. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
They fail to connect downfield again, and time is a major factor now here in the 4th quarter with the deficit being this big. Just not much working for this offense today.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Will the defense play coverage or blitz? From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to scramble. He bought some time, now lets it go. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Well, I thought they had a real chance here to be able to cut into this lead, but the quarterback gives it back to the defense, and the climb just got much steeper as they're running out of time here in the 4th.
And the Gamecocks are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
Set, ready.
From the shotgun, an inside handoff. And that's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
3rd down play for this offense. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. They go his way again, and it works out.
The Gamecocks come to the line with 1st and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Defense expecting to run all the way. They stop him short of the goal line.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Okay, now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Carolina, 80, Texas A&M.
Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? He escapes the pocket. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play.
Boy, that last sack should be the final nail in this offense's coffin. At this point, the game is a blowout. There's only a few minutes left, and you really need to start considering if it's worth risking the health of your players to try to just get a pity score late.
Oh, they get him again.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Oh, nearly picked off again. They almost had another one, but it will set up 4th down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice.
Here we go, here we go.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking deep for late game heroics. And that one's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Just when it looked like they might make this a one-score game, the quarterback gives it back to the defense. The climb just got steeper, and they're running out of time here in the 4th quarter.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. And he'll get their 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.